When I add the record, I want to show the report. When I delete the record, I want to show the report. When I update the record, I want to show the report. So instead of writing report logic in all handler method, okay, write logic of report in one handler method. From all other handler method, once basic task is over, redirect or forward to report method so that report generation becomes reusable logic or not there. Add separate handler method, update separate handler method, delete separate handler method. Once that basic task is over, if you redirect to what? Report handler method, so the report will come reflecting those three operations are not there. So if you want to make a certain handler method logic as reusable, we can think about communicating with that handler method in method chaining concept. So either by using forwarding request mode of method chaining or by using what? Redirect request mode of method chaining. Forward colon path uses rb.forward internally. Redirect colon path internally uses what? Response.send redirect method. There's a servlet concepts, guys. Come to this. Where is this? Okay. Mini project. Boot MVC at the top. Huh? Yeah, boot MVC to Java. Okay, controller, show home controller. Controller, show home controller. Tell me. Public string. Tell me. Public string. What is there? Process. HTTP servlet request. Otherwise, we'll write just like that. Okay. At the rate request mapping. At the rate request mapping slash report. At the rate request mapping slash report. Tell me. Forward colon report. Where is this, guys? Sys trace. Sys trace. Forward colon this. Tell me. Return. Report is the logical view name I am returning. Okay. Report is the logical view. Okay, only for knowledge sake, what I do is SRC main web app. There, I will take pages. In this place, I will put what? JSP file. What file, guys? JSP file. Report.jsp. Report.jsp. Is EL ignored is equal to false. H1 style. Color colon red. Text hyphen align center. From the report page. What is there, guys? From the report page. That's good. It is simply literally from what, guys? Report page. Yeah. Where is our project? Here is our project. Data rendering basics. What is that? Run on server. Here is what? Tomcat. Say next. Save finish. Okay, guys. Tell me. Data rendering what? Basics. Here I am giving request to home, but output will come from report.jsp. From report page. Look at this. To home is forwarding request to process method are not there. Both methods are executed or not there. Okay, this time it is a direct communication. All right, next. Here is my copy this, paste it, forward colon, not forward colon. Here what? Redirect to colon. Redirect to colon report. Yeah, this time also communication happen, but not direct communication. It will have one network round trip with what browser. Okay. So a source and destination will not use the same request and response objects. Right. How does it matters? We will discuss later, but two ways of communication is there. How many ways of communication is there, guys? Two ways of communication is there. Run on server, guys. Just a minute. Okay. This finish. Yeah. Tell me here what is there? From remote page. Okay. Again, two methods are executed or not there. Okay. Same thing, guys. Here what? Forward colon report. Same thing you observe here. Report, redirect colon report. Yes, boss? Yeah. Redirect colon report. Yes. Tell me. Note one. Use a forward request mode of handler method chaining. If source handler method and destination handler method are there in what? Same web application to share some data. Use the redirection mode of handler method chaining. If source handler method and destination handler method are there in two different web applications and don't want to share the data, right? Of same or different servers or what machines. Can we place a return statement in the method whose return type is what? Why? Yes, we can place, but it does not return anything, guys. Right, boss? Return without value can be placed. Return without value can be placed. What is the difference between forwarding request mode of handler method chaining and redirection mode of what? Handler method chaining? Calling one handler method from another handler method is called what? Handler method chaining. In forward column path, forwarding request mode of method chaining. What is there? Method chaining, right? The source handler method and destination handler method will use what? Same request and response object. Source handler method directly communicates with what? Destination handler method. The source handler method and destination handler method must be there in same web application. Internally uses what? rd.forward. The model attributes, request attributes of source handler method can be accessed and used in what? Destination handler method and it's what? View component. Okay. Destination handler method and it's what? View component. Redirection, guys. The source handler method and destination handler method do not use what? same request and response object. Source handler method communicates with the destination by having network browser window or not. Through browser, by having network round trip with what? Browser. The source handler method and destination handler method can be there in what? Same web application or in two different web applications of same server or two different servers belonging to same machine or what? Different machines. Internally uses what? Response dot send redirect. If handler method wants to pass some data to destination handler method, then we need to append query string to the URL of what? Redirection. Like redirection colon path, param1 value is equal to val1 ampersand, param2 is equal to val2. Like this, we need to append query string to the URL or not there, guys. What are the use cases? Okay. In any project, handler method performing insert, update, delete operation on DB table record will redirect or forward the request to handler method. Okay, that it deals with show report operation, nothing but select operation. Few minutes back I said handler method 1 insert operation, handler method 2 update operation, handler method 3 delete operation. After doing all these things, I want to show the report. Instead of writing report logic in all three handler method, write only in one method, that is separate method, right? So once insert operation handler method, once insert operation is done, it will redirect or forward to whom, guys? A report. Come on. Update operation is over. It will redirect or forward to whom? A report. And the delete operation is done. It will redirect or report to whom? A report method. And this is what we are going to feel practically in our mini project. What is that? Mini project. I'm just giving the idea. The same thing, na? Report generation is required in insert handler method, update handler method, delete handler method. In all the three handler methods. Clear, my dear? But we don't write in all three places. We write in separate method called report. Once these three handler method perform their basic task, we write to redirect or forward the request to report method or not there, guys. Okay, that is nothing but what? Handler method chaining, right? Okay. Yeah, I think as part of their formality, they're taking feedback of what? Students. Okay. All right. I'll take 5 minutes break. Let them come and let them take the feedback. I think I have to give Google feedback link in Google Drive, it seems. Feedback link in Google Drive methods. Okay, we can take them as parameters of handler method. So dispatcher servlet can pass them as what? Arguments. Happily dispatcher servlet can pass them as arguments or not, guys. Okay. That's possible. Request, response. Hussein, you have Facebook account? Huh? Facebook account? Huh? Facebook messenger lo పెట్టేసి next time.
ఫాలో
ట్రాన్స్
లేదంటే మెయిల్ మేక్ చేయమంటారు సార్.
ఆ మెయిల్ అయినా పర్లే. Show home. Where is this? HTTP servlet request REQ. Servlet response RES. Servlet request REQ, servlet response RES. Tell me here, what is the story? Servlet request REQ, servlet response RES. But to get the feeling these are created, what I do? Okay. What I do? Sys out. What is there, guys? Sys out. Request object class name. Okay, to get the feeling, this is ready. Request dot get class. Sys out. Response object class name. Response object class name. What is there, guys? Res dot get class. A request object class name, response object class name. That's good. Right click, run on server. Say next, say finish. Oh, different one. Data rendering, right only, na? Yeah, right only, na? Oh, super. At the rate request mapping. What is there? Slash home. Here I will say no more magic things, no more communication things, guys. Here I will simply say return welcome. Right click, run on server. Say next. Save. Yeah. Yeah. Tell me here. Output is coming. That's not a great. But listen. Request object class, request packet, response object class. Okay, some life cycle servlet response, something it has come or not there. That means we are able to pass request and response objects as the parameter of the handler method. Okay, boss. Next. How to pass HTTP session object to the handler method? What is there? The handler method. Even that also can be passed as what? Parameter. Even that also can be passed as parameter. That means whatever objects you want, you can pass them as parameter. But they must be part of 20 list. 20 return type, possible return types I have given. 20, 25 possible parameters I have given. They must be part of it. They must be part of it. Are you getting my point? We can take HTTP session object as parameter value of what? Handler method. Are you getting my point there, guys? Okay. To the same method, I'm also passing what? HTTP session. Sir, why are you printing class name? Or if really object not came, when I call get class, I would have got null value, na? I'm not getting null value means what is there? Currently we do other things using request object, response object, session object. I just want to prove that dispatchers are like creating a responsive object and passing it as what? Argument value. Super guys. Tell me. Session object class name. What class name, guys? Session object class name. SCS dot get class. Okay, that's great. Right click and tell me run on server, say this, say finish. Okay, here is my what, guys. Radar rendering basics. What is there? Oh. Welcome to Spring Boot MVC. Okay, session object. Session object class name is also coming over there or not there? We are able to pass session object as the argument value of the method or not there? Okay, guys. Now, the EL code kept in JSP page can read and display given attribute values by searching in multiple scopes in the following order. Page scope, request scope, session scope, application scope. Note, model attribute scope is by default what? Request scope. Model attribute scope is what? By default request scope. Call. Okay, guys, you want to? Right. If you want, you can get servlet context object, config objects also in the handler method. How we will discuss? How we will discuss? I think team has come to take your feedback on the process. Things are happening. Except network problems, you can tell anything, right? Fine. So yeah, this feedback will help us to provide what better facilities and better things. All right. So the team will come and they will talk to you. Okay, I'll come back within 5 minutes. I will come back within 5 objects, not specific to each request. They are common for all the requests. Such objects, we can get them through injection. Auto-void, at the rate auto-void. See, remember, generally, the things that are specific to each request, they will be passed as parameter. Request, specific to each request. Response, specific to each request. Shared memory, specific to each request, right? Session object, specific to, listen, common for multiple requests of one client, but created using request object only. Created using a request object only. Session object is created using request object. Request dot get session, right, boss? Generally, they will be passed as a parameters. There are some common object for all the requests, not specific to one request. Okay, common for all the requests. They will be injected through auto wiring. Servlet config object, servlet context object. They are not specific to one handler method, one request. They are common for all the requests. Such things can be done by using what? At the rate auto void. Are you getting my point there or not there? How to pass servlet config object, servlet context object to controller class handler method, right? Inject them to controller class using at the rate auto void annotation. Private servlet context SC at the rate auto void. Private servlet config CC at the rate config. We are injecting them to controller class by collecting them from what? Dispatcher servlet as string beans given by auto configuration. Is it not interesting, my dear? Come on. Anything specific to request as parameters of handler. Anything common for all the requests, we can go for injection. We can definitely go for injection process or not, guys. Okay. Yeah, data rendering basics. Now, what I do is show home controller, guys. Here, nothing great. Here, I will try to put, I'll try to show injection. Private servlet config CZ at the rate auto. Private, tell me. Servlet context SC, what is there? At the rate auto. System dot out dot println. What dot println, guys? System dot out dot println. Tell me. System dot out dot println. Config object class name. Config object class name. What is there? CZ dot get class. Okay. Config object class name. We are getting the class name. DS dispatcher servlet logical. What name, guys? Logical. DS dot not CZ dot. What is there? Get servlet name. System dot out dot println. Come on. System dot out dot println. Servlet context object class name. What is there? SC dot get class. What dot get class? SC dot get class. Web application name. SC dot get context path. Array, name of the web application is also called as context path, na? Okay. Online students, are you there? Are you there, my dears? Please be active. Run on server. Yeah, I think you understood. Anything specific to each request parameter. This is a blind thing you have to remember. Common for all the requests. Okay. They are servlet container objects. Somehow they are becoming Spring Bean so that we can inject them through what? Auto wide annotation or not. See, I'm just telling all permutations and possibilities. Tomorrow, all of a sudden, when I use session object as a parameter of handler method, don't surprise how come it came. It is their list of possible parameters. That's why we are passing. I'm just trying to tell everything in depth, guys. Permutations and combinations of what? Handler method designing. Look at this. Last two line. Config object class name. Okay, what is there? Config object class name. Dispatcher servlet. DS logical name. D small letter dispatcher servlet is coming or not there? Oh, what is this? CZ dot config object class name servlet config CZ. CZ dot get class. Okay. Next one, servlet context object class name. Application context packet. This is the name of the web application. Context path of the web application is nothing but project name coming or not there. Check it out. How to pass servlet config objects, servlet context objects to the controller class handler method. SC @auto void. CZ @auto void. SC dot get context path. SC dot get servlet name. Okay. If any parameter type is not there in the list of allowed parameters of handler method, and that object is available through what? Dispatcher servlet, then go for auto void based injection. Servlet config, servlet context is not there in the list of parameter, but we are very sure that object is available with what? Dispatcher servlet. Then we can think about injection process or not, guys. We can definitely think about injection process or not, guys. Come on, everyone. Okay, that's great. Definitely we can think about what? Injection process, no second thought in that. Request, response, session, shared memory, and etc. as the parameter types. Otherwise, take them as parameters of what? Handler method. Generally, the objects that are specific to each request, directly or indirectly, take them as what? Handler method args. Similarly, the objects that are visible across the multiple requests, take them as what? Auto void based injection. What injections, guys? Auto void based injection. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. So for that one, we have to definitely think about going for what, guys? Auto void based injection. Servlet config, servlet context objects. Getting by? Common for all the requests, servlet config, servlet context. Okay. How to send? What is there? How to send output from handler method directly to what? Browser without involving view resolver and view component. While performing field, what is that? File downloading activity. With this concept is required where? File downloading activity where selected output content goes to browser as a response having downloading ability. And a software downloading all the time. That time no view resolver. Directly we have to go for that. While developing the controller class as what? REST controller, RESTful web services. Future discussion. There also we don't involve the view resolver. From handler method, we want to send output directly to the client. In which situation we need to send output directly to the client without involving view resolver? Number one, file downloading activity. We select the file, software downloading. We click on that. File should come directly to browser now, boss. No view resolver, no formatting, right? Download option should come or not there. Number two, in RESTful web service also, they are not web application, they are distributed application. They want to send output directly to consumer, no view resolver, no formatting kind of thing. In that situation, this is very, very useful or not, guys? Okay. For this, we need to take what is there? HTTP servlet response as the parameter of handler method, and we need to use print writer stream object pointing to response object to write the message to browser directly. To simply write the message, directly to what browser? Okay, let's see. First time, no view resolver involvement. I'm trying to pass output directly to browser. Copy this, guys. Where is this? Copy, say, paste. Yes. Okay, guys. Public string show home. What is that? Public string show home. Yeah, at the rate request mapping slash home, guys. At the rate request mapping slash home. Okay, here. HTTP servlet response. What is that? RES. Get print writer object. Print writer, what is there? PW is equal to res dot get writer. We're getting print writer object. Actually, it throws exception. What I'm doing? Throws exception. Fine. Res dot set content type. What is there? Text slash HTML. Text slash HTML. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super boss. Tell me. Print writer PW is equal to res dot get writer. Res dot set content type. Text slash HTML. Okay, that's great. Return, what is there, guys? Welcome. No logical view name, nothing. This time, I can directly write output now, boss. pw.println h1. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? It's really taking place or not there? Okay. Now, since it is sending response, I can take return type of the method as void, guys. I can happily take the return type of the method as void, guys. Come on. Yeah. I can take a return type string null or void, your choice. Let's see, no view component, nothing. From here, the directly response comes to browser. Right click, run on server. Say this, say next. Say this, say next. What's happening? Why it is giving problem? Yeah, nothing is there. Without commenting existing one, I have taken another method with the same request path. Yeah, just comment this, guys. That's good. Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. Say home. It's coming directly on the browser now, my dear. Is it my interesting or not there? Come on. So no view resolver, nothing. So if we can work with this is servlet code, guys. Because you know servlets, we got response object, res.getWriter, pw.println, right? Oh. So how to make this content as a downloadable content? It's coming on the browser window. No, sir, I want to see that content as what? Downloadable content. For that, we have set content hyphen disposition header value. Content hyphen disposition header value. Header value as the attachment. Res dot set content type. Set header, okay. Res dot set header. What is there? Content hyphen disposition. Okay, where is this? Attachment of file name. File name. Attachment to file name. What dot XLS, guys? Title.html or output dot my choice file. I can take anything of my choice. Output.html or output.txt. Actually, this is the header. Its default value is inline. Its default value is what? Inline. Come on. Inline means what? Output will be displayed onto the browser. Right? Attachment means what? Output goes to browser, but it won't be displayed in browser. It becomes what? Downloadable file. So whenever we click on hyperlink, softwares are downloaded how? Like this only. Only the thing is not the response. They will make a file content, one software file content as what? A response object content. Come on. And that content they will send to browser as a downloadable file. So that gives the feeling we are downloading one file from website or not, guys. That gives the feeling we are downloading one file from website or not, my dear. Super. Content hyphen disposition attachment file name is equal to output.txt. Semi. Stop this. Right click, run on server. Say next. Say finish. Yeah, here what is there? Home. Actually, output is now downloaded if you observe very carefully. Output.txt came. Inside that, whatever output I have written, that is there. Check it out. Here is my output.txt. Their output is coming or not there. Okay. Suppose I have not taken that. I have taken what? Inline. Set header. Where is this? Inline. Content hyphen disposition. Where is that? Inline. Default value inline only. Inline. Okay. If you don't give also default value inline. Inline means it comes onto the browser or not there. Not Java application, guys. External server means run on server. Run on server. Say this. Save. Yeah. Yeah, here what is the story, my dear? Hello, how are you has come now, Basma? It's coming onto the browser. When attachment is there, it is download. Default value is inline. That's why by default output is coming onto the browser. By default, the output is coming onto the browser. Convinced or not, guys? That's good. Okay. See this. What is the answer for this? For this, we need to take HTTP servlet response as the parameter of handler method. And we need to use what? Print writer stream object pointing to response object to write the messages to browser directly. Public void process response. Print writer PW is equal to res dot what? Get writer. This one, this one. Okay. See, note. Content hyphen disposition is the special response header that gives instruction to browser towards displaying what? Received response content onto the browser. Inline is the default value to display response directly onto the browser. Attachment value what? Makes the received response content as what? Downloadable file content. Received response content as what? Downloadable file content. That's good. Response.set header. Content hyphen disposition attachment file name is equal to abc.html. What .html, guys? By adding this line in the handler method that is having HTTP servlet response object as the param, we can send handler method content as the downloadable file to the browser. Handler method content as the downloadable file to the browser. This is what I practically proved or not, guys? Okay. That's good, guys. Now, whatever knowledge we gain, using this knowledge, now I would like to develop the second application where we need to deal with the shared memory. Okay? Right. So far we have seen single page application, right? Okay, now let's go for 2 pages now. Home page is having hyperlink find season, right? When you click on hyperlink, what is there? Second page, season page will be displayed having what message? Welcome to winter season. What season, guys? Welcome to winter season. Second message is coming or not coming, boss? Second message is coming or not coming? I want reply, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. And when you click on hyperlink, it should come back to the home page. This application I want to develop. This is the exact application I want to develop. Okay. To get the first page one handler method, to get the second page one handler method, and moreover, season name generation logic. I don't want to hard code in what? Controller class. I want to take separate service class. There I want to keep the logic. So first of all, you look at the separate service class, guys. Public interface, iSeason finder service. Public string find season. Public class season finder service IMPL implements iSeason finder service. Here method is implemented. There we are writing logic or not there. So here we get the current date and time, all this stuff, right? Okay. Okay. Next one. Yeah. We are giving the request. Come on, guys. Dispatcher servlet trapping and taping the request. A, B. Handovers the request to handler mapping component. C. Okay. D. Tell me. It will search for a handler method whose request path is a slash. Or here I am not giving anything, right? That's why slash. Okay. It find one method show home or not, guys? It found one method show home or not, guys? Definitely it found one method show home. Okay. It found one method show home. Right. That is D. Through handler mapping, it will give bean ID, controller class bean ID, and the handler method signature back to dispatcher servlet. That is what E. That is what E. Okay, after that, what is the next story, guys? F, it is calling the method. G, and this method is there only to display home page. That's why returning logical view name G. That logical view name comes to dispatcher servlet H. Come on, guys. Logical view name goes to view resolver I. That prepares what? View object having name and location of the physical view component. That is welcome.jsp or not, guys. That view object goes to dispatcher servlet. That view object goes to dispatcher servlet. I'm not highlighting that. That executes welcome.jsp page. So welcome.jsp page executed or not, guys? J, K, yeah, going to dispatch servlet L, executed. Once executed, this output goes to dispatcher servlet M, and that output comes onto the browser as web page in browser, web page in browser. That is what N. Tell me. Next, we click on hyperlink or not, guys? We click on hyperlink, get season 0. We click on what? Hyperlink. Array, that is O. Array, that hyperlink is having season word as the contact request path. O. Yeah. P, traps and takes the request. Q, hand over the request to handler mapping. R question mark. It will search for the handler method whose request path is what? Season. Whose request path is what? Season. That is what? R. Okay, next one. Whose request path is what? R. Followed by that, what is the next one? I want reply my day. Yeah, next one. That is R. Signature of the handler method is given to whom? Dispatcher servlet comes to, through handler mapping comes to that. Okay, now tell me, guys. R, yes, it notices map is there. Shared memory is created. Having shared memory as argument, it has called the source season method. That is a T. Okay, that is calling injected methods, method on injected service class object. Come on, guys, U. Okay, method in service class executes V. That will generate the season name, summer or other thing, right? Summer or other thing, it will generate the season name or not there, guys. Okay, that will come back. That is W. That is W. Tell me. It is putting that result, whatever result that is received, it is putting the result in model attribute or not, guys? Array, shared memory, right? Okay, then returning logical view name. So that logical view name goes to what? Dispatcher servlet. What is the number, guys? This is X. What is that? Y. Okay. Z. That logical view name goes to view resolver, right? That gives me another view object having, what is the logical view name this time? Display. Having display.jsp as physical view component. One view object is created or not there, guys? Yes or no, my dear? Come on, that is A1. That will pass to what? Dispatcher servlet. That is there, B1. That will pass to dispatcher servlet. That is what? B1. Are you getting my point here, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Yes, boss. B1. Next one. B1. A1, B1. It will execute display.jsp, C1. Display.jsp output goes to whom? Dispatcher servlet. Dispatcher servlet. Come on. What is there? D1. Okay, whatever output generated, that will go to what? Browser and will be displayed in the form of web page in browser. Okay, season name, rainy season home, guys. Here home hyperlink is displayed or not displayed, guys? Simply home hyperlink is displayed or not displayed, guys? Okay, this is what we need to focus, guys. Come on, everyone. Right. And nothing is there, two pages, and I'm extending. Instead of writing business logic in handler method, I'm trying to put in what? Service class. Service class method. There something will happen. Are you getting my point there? Okay. So in this one, for every page, generally one handler method. Total how many pages are there? Two pages. So that's why two handler methods will be taken or not, guys. In one controller class, we can place any number of handler methods. We can place any number of handler methods. Right. We generally take what, guys? These handler methods on one per web page basis. One per web page basis. That means if there are 10 web pages in web application, then we take 10 handler methods either in same controller class or in different controller classes. Either in same controller class or in what? Different controller classes to render those 10 web pages. To render those 10 web pages. I hope you understood, guys. Okay. But this application implementation we take up on Monday. We take up on Monday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow and Sunday we are busy with what? Spring Data MongoDB topic. What topic? We are busy with what? Spring Data MongoDB topic. Is that clear, guys? Come on. Convinced or not, my dear? Everyone. Super. Okay, what are the timings, guys? What are the timing? Yeah. Okay, we'll discuss. We'll decide. Okay, anyhow, tomorrow. Sunday, if you want, I can take session bit lately also. That option is there. Okay. But we will discuss tomorrow. Sir, I was stuck up with error. Tell me, what is the error you got? Why it is going to IBM, Ra? Cannot forward requested page home. Response already committed. Okay. Response is wrong side. Running WebSphere. Server may able to resolve the problem by setting what? webcontainer.webflash. Which server we are using? Which server? Why IBM word has come? I am confused there. Okay. Listen, you are not Tomcat only are using. Okay, leave it. Yeah. Mistake, as per my knowledge, mistake is, I will tell the reason. Either Tomcat embed Jasper is not added, or you might have forgot slash here. You might have forgotten what? Slash here. Okay. Yeah, might have forgotten slash here. These are the possible or wrong location. Location. JSP not placed in proper location. JSP not located proper location. Sadur Sayed. What is this, Rababu? No, this is what problem? Jenkins problem. No, Git problem. Which problem, Ra? If you paste the error, how can I know? Which one? Jenkins error. No, this is not Jenkins error, Bhatti fellow. This is, you are not able to paste the code in what? Git repository, right? At least try to know what is the error. This is not problem with the Jenkins. While developing project in Jenkins, there is a step of putting the project in what? Git repository, right? Very simple. Uh, you should not use a Git password. You should create what? Access token. And you have to submit access token as the password. If you don't do that, and that will expire once in a while, right? Yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem if I am assuming. Snayus Snayad, I think problem is with what? You might have created access token. That access token created some issue, guys. Jenkins, it contains only till Tomcat 9.0. I already said Soras